It's Friday, February 8th, 2019, 9:15 p.m. And I finished another full day of reading and studying and preparing and working. And as I sit here on this Friday evening, the concept of rhythm just came to me, particularly as it pertains to um, these this series that I'm doing, right? This goal that I set to start to document and share this journey that I'm on with all these different projects as often as I can. And when I set out on this journey a couple of weeks ago, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. And even right now, I don't have everything figured out. There's a lot of work that I'm doing off the air, for lack of a better term. And there's lots of preparation that I'm putting into just on my to my daily responsibilities, and doing this has helped a lot in my pursuit and my doing of those responsibilities. And I've read something today that suggested that daily sharing, if you will, can be difficult. And I rolled my eyes a little bit when I read that, and perhaps there's a point to that for some people. It can be difficult to maintain if I think, the proper incentives aren't set up internally, right? What's the incentive structure? Why are you doing this thing? What's going to incentivize you to keep up the pace? And as I just said a minute or so ago, for my own purposes, I don't have everything figured out. But what I am starting to notice and realize that there's a rhythm to doing this kind of work, to doing this kind of sharing and doing this kind of documenting. And I find myself in that rhythm right now. Because it's no longer becoming an option for me to create. It's no longer becoming an option for me to create. The next iteration of that is to create on a meaningful level that can be useful, not just to myself as it is right now, but perhaps can be useful in a very specific way to at least one person who's listening. I hope that's the case with a lot of these that I've shared so far, but in particular, I really do think that this rhythm that I'm in right now can allow me to get to that next iteration, that next level of creation. I'm not inclined to rush to get to that next level. I'm a very patient and persistent person. Triple P, patient, persistent person. And I do like where this is going. I'm starting to really like where this is going because I'm seeing that I have the right internal incentive structures in place to maintain this rhythm and keep this going, so long as I have access to the technologies and I continue to be grateful to be living at a time when this is all possible. And I'm very, very excited on where this rhythm can take me. And this concept of rhythm, it's really, I've never thought about it before, about really being in a rhythm. But I think it makes a lot of sense for me right now at this moment. And I know that if I can keep a rhythm, almost like Miles Davis, or if you think about it like a Bruce Lee in his acting, or anyone running a meeting, an executive running a meeting, the best of them, I'm sure, find a sort of rhythm to where a rhythm in the craft that they're doing, and I'm excited to be starting to find a rhythm. So find your rhythm in whatever it is you're doing. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm.